Hi, everyone. So yeah, we can get started. We have quite a few people here and people will be joining in as well. Hi everyone. So hope you all are having a great week today and welcome to another exciting webinar hosted by Alavi.ai. I'm Swetha Nagasundaram from the marketing and the growth team here at Alavi. And to tell you a little bit about Alavi, Alavi is a SaaS application that helps digital marketers and e-commerce businesses save time and also scale online campaigns quickly and effectively. So what makes Alavi unique from the rest is the fact that it uses, Google Analytics data to find these high intent audiences on Facebook to target that are most likely to buy from your own brand rather than just any other brand. And this is given in the next few weeks as well. And then the other cool thing about Alavi is that it helps digital marketers save almost 50% of their time when it comes to optimizing campaigns on Facebook. So if that's something you guys are interested in, definitely do check out our website at www.alavi.ai. So without further ado, let's get started with the webinar. And I'm super excited, like I mentioned, to be hosting this webinar here today on the topic, why should I care about personalization and data in marketing? And we have our amazing speaker, Lipsa Satpathy, here with us today. And this discussion will be followed by a question and answer session. So please feel free to submit your questions to the Zoom chat option or even the Facebook live stream if you are watching us there. So let me just give you a little bit of background into Lipsa's whole career and life. So Lipsa is a brand marketing professional with over 10 years of experience, and she was also mentioned in the Adobe Digi 100 list of India's top 100 digital marketers in the year 2018. And now she's currently the digital lead for tech-driven marketing at the Aditya Birla Group in India. So during her career, Lipsa has had the opportunity to work with some top-notch clients, including the Landmark Group, Phillips, Airtel, Marks and Spencer, and I'm pretty sure there's many more as well. And she's super passionate about building these strong brands and making them more meaningful. So I'm sure you'll learn some great insights from our discussion here today. That being said, welcome, Lipsa. I'm super excited that you're here with us and sharing your time, and I hope you're enjoying being here today. So just to start off with the conversation today, we know that besides the fact that you're working at Aditya Birla, which is an amazing brand, by the way, you are a fitfluencer and a fitness enthusiast. So could you tell us a little bit about yourself, especially in terms of why you are passionate about marketing and how you are using this fitness aspect to help you be a great marketer and a thought leader as well?
Okay. Hi, everyone there, and thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. I think fitfluencer is something that we kind of use it very loosely these days because of the influencers, because of the activities that goes on, etc., etc. But I think for me, fitness and maintaining a healthy lifestyle is all about 3 Ds. That is dedication, devotion, and discipline. So these are the 3 things that I swear by. And I always think that if a person kinds of follows these 3 rules in their life, they are not only successful, but also very mindful of what they do. At the end of the day, we all need to kind of activate our mind and soul towards a specific goal. We need to be very focused. So few people argue or try to discredit the value of a healthy lifestyle or the correlation between wellness, happiness, and productivity. But for me, it's just one important aspect of my life to help me build a better career and to help me be a better person every day. So I won't say fitness and marketing would be correlated, but yes, I would definitely say that fitness and overall success in your life is correlated. Yeah.
All right, wonderful, Lipsa. Thank you so much. It was great hearing that little segment about yourself. So let's just move into the area of data and personalization in marketing. So these are two key components that are linked, because you obviously cannot have personalization without having some kind of data, right? So how is technology and analytics developing to help marketing teams, gather and analyze the data that they need to personalize, basically?
Yeah, so before doing this, understanding about the technology, I would want everyone to just think about what exactly is personalization. Because again, as I said, like fitness is a very loose use term. So personalization is equally a very, very loose term that has been used in every scenario. Any vendor approaches you, or any brand approaches you via any of the communication channel, they say that, okay, we are masters in personalization, and we can do this, we can do that, we can do that. But I think as a layman, for everyone out here, personalization is nothing but it's a process of creating individualized shopping experiences and interaction. That is something that personalization is all about. And this can be, maybe a dynamic website content, to unique promotional offers that you can redeem in store, or maybe a tailor made product recommendations. So that is all about personalization. So me, as an Lipsa, what would I want to see on my weekend from a brand which is maybe a H&M, maybe a Zara, maybe a Louis Philippe, or maybe a Peter. So that would not be as similar to what X or Y would want to see. So that is something the brand needs to have in their mind when they are targeting a particular customer. So that is all about personalization. So we have been doing personalization for all our brands, of course. That is why I have been called to speak about that. We have seen 92% of shoppers, they kind of get influenced by the recommendations that we share with them, and they kind of get converted to the last mile shopping. And we have also seen 80% of consumers to more likely to purchase from a brand if it has any personalized communication or experiences attached to it. And we have also seen 63% of consumers will stop buying from your brands if they see some poor personalization which doesn't match up to their expectations, or to their past shopping, or to their behavior. So having said that, I would say personalization helps us in a different facet of our business altogether. Like, we get better customer experience for sure, we get higher conversion rates, we get reduced cart abandonment, we get increased order value, and of course we get increased customer loyalty. So having said that, when the question is all about technology, before going to the technology, because we have so many platforms, as I said, we have so many vendors, we have so many partners, we have so many technology platforms they who deal with personalization, and they are kind of at par with all the best in the industry. They have a plethora of services to offer, and I think they're amazingly good. So before getting into that technology platform, as a marketer, what do you so you do also have to do your bit of homework, right? So you need to understand what is the kind of customer data you want to capture, what is the kind of enrichment that you want to do for your customer in terms of data, what is the kind of cleansing you want to do in your data. Like, you will have a lot of data, right, for all the businesses, of course. So how do you cleanse it out? How do you understand that if the mobile number is correct, if the email ID is correct? And how do you get into that more personalized field? For example, if you understand the gender of a person, or maybe the occupation of a person, or maybe your ethnicity of a person, you might just reach out to Lipsa during Diwali, because Lipsa shops crazily during Diwali. Or maybe you can just reach out to X during Onam, because you know that he will shop during Onam, or maybe a Christmas. So you need to understand the ethnicity of a customer as well, right? So that is the kind of customer data capture you'll have to first set, that what are the things, what are the fields that I want to capture from my data enrichment campaigns. Then comes customer segmentation. So you can't just be doing personalized campaigns randomly for everyone, right? You'll have to segment it geo wise, segment it demographic wise, segment it behavioral wise. So what is it that you want to achieve from a particular campaign? That is something. So first you will have to deal with the entire process of capturing the data, and then choose a technology, choose a platform to start, kind of marketing your products. So yeah.
Thanks a lot, Lipsa. So that actually made a lot of sense. And I was also thinking that, a few decades ago, just a few years back even, just incorporating a customer's name into the title or the body of an email was, the foolproof method of creating a personalized touch. And people seem to like it, and it even worked for most brands. But today, personalization is obviously a lot deeper and a bigger topic than that. And it requires offering customers, these very tailored experiences to keep them engaged throughout, and even to simply remain competitive in this digital era. So how are your teams, using data to personalize these customer experiences and create these stronger and more connected customer relationships with that human touch? Could you give us some examples or share some insight into that?
Yeah. So like, for example, as I said, we always focus on the reasons to talk. So as a brand, we need to have reasons to talk to our customers. And what are the reasons to talk? Like, for example, it might be color, it might be price, it might be new events, it might be offers, it might be product launch, it might be time of the day, it might be astrological day of the week, etc., etc. So we first fix the reason to talk for any campaign that we decide on. And post it, we always think of the governance that will govern the entire campaign. For example, what is the media that we select? Do we select SMS? Do we select email? Do we select social media? Do we select WhatsApp? Or do we select web push? So what is the kind of field or media that we are selecting to devise this entire campaign? And then what is the time when we should talk to a customer? What is the day that we should talk to a customer? And so we do have we do a lot of deep dives, we do a lot of insights before running any single campaign. We understand the kind of customer behavior in their past shopping history, historical data. After reading the historical data, we devise a campaign for any particular segment of customer. Again, I know you have this question in a later stage, but still I would want to focus on, we also do segmented wise personalization. We also do individual personalization. So that I will discuss in my later stage. So this is the kind of thought we first portray before, kind of devising any campaigns. Apart from this, we also kind of focus on the RFM bit, which is your recency, frequency, and monetary. Like, if I know that a customer has shopped from me 3 months back, and I have the purest genuine data of that particular customer, what did he shop from, and what is he interested in, and which store did he shop from, or maybe which online channel did he shop from. So taking all this data, I'll devise a communication campaign for them, and then I'll just run it out. So that's the kind of homework we do before devising any campaigns. Yeah.
Right.
Oh yes, to add, we should not forget, before as a marketer, we should always remember a few things, that our customer is well informed and self-educated thanks to the internet world and thanks to Google. They're quite they know what they want, and they know what other brands are offering. It's not that if I am a big brand, I'll just send whatever I want to, and the customer would be like, yeah, it's a good brand, so I'll come and shop from this. No, it doesn't happen like that anymore, because the customers, they know what they want, and they know that what is the other brands offering and what are their friends buying. They're volatile, and they're also very self-directed. They know the approach, so they know what are the things they want in their life, they want in their wardrobe, or they want in their kitchen, and they are taking it. So they know that how to access a QR code. They know how to access a bit.ly link and go to a link, and then follow some steps, and maybe a gamification, or maybe augmented reality, anything. So they know what a brand is offering. Also, customers are fast paced. So here I'm shopping from Zara, there I'm shopping from Mango, here I'm shopping from Spencer's, there I'm shopping from Spar, there I'm shopping from Peter England, here I'm shopping from Louis Philippe. So that is the way we switch. So that's the Gen Z customers are all about. So how do we capture their audience would be our main focus for all our campaigns. And they're always connected. They're always connected via different device, phone, laptop, or tab, God knows what else. So you also need to understand where you should kind of devise your ads or maybe your CRM messages. So you need to first understand where your customers are and where is the CTA would be high in which channel. And your customers are also quite picky, right? So you give a 50% off and another brand is giving 51% off. They would rather go to 51% off rather than instead of coming to a 50% off. That also happens. That happens a lot of times, in fact. So yeah, this is how I would say.
Thanks so much, Lipsa. That was really insightful. Indeed, I agree with the fact that, customers are not really brand loyal per se. If you offer a better discount, they would probably switch and they're not really inclined to purchase from your brand because they have used yours in the past. And I really like that and totally agree with that. But that being said, what do you think are the main advantages of using data and personalization in marketing? And at what stage of the marketing funnel have you found this to be the most effective?
Okay, I think as a marketer for us, it is very, very important to understand data. I have seen marketers, I have seen brands kind of doing amazing job in terms of data crunching, understanding the customers, understanding their geography, and then devising a solution for that particular customer. But also, we have seen marketers who randomly sends, kind of messages or communication. I of course, I would not name those brands, but I was away from my city, and I was in my hometown for the past 6 months. But I was getting this brand message at least one every day. So I kept on thinking that why are they wasting their money? Because if they're seeing that this customer is not responding for more than 2 months or 3 months, you should stop sending the message and just, kind of, because at that time your customer is already in that lapse form. So you don't have to waste your budget on that particular customer, or maybe start a telecall, understanding that what is wrong with the customer. If the customer was a loyal customer and the ABV was really high for this particular customer for your brand, so why did they stop? So you need to understand. So without wasting money and sending this SMS every day, you should at least call and check with the customer that what is wrong, or maybe give a gift coupon or maybe an offer if the customer has shifted to another brand, because of course, thanks to pandemic, we have so many competitions around. So I think I kept on thinking that why is this brand, which is a big brand by the way, and why is it doing it this way? So I think this was a learning for me as well, that how do you understand the data? So before devising any campaign, we randomly just close our eyes and say, okay, we have to send it to the active base. Okay, we have to send it to the inactive base. Okay, we have to send it to the denim customer. That is not how it should work. You should at least see what is the kind of customer. So if you have been sending out messages to a customer for 3 months, but you see absolutely zero response from the customer offline and online, why don't you just stop sending SMS and revisit your plan, or revisit and discuss with the customer what is wrong with you. Maybe send a survey, and maybe a gratification asking, please fill up this survey and here is a gift coupon or something. Try to win that customer back without randomly sending your offers or your daily messages, etc., etc. So that is the level of understanding you need to have before kind of creating any campaigns. And as a marketer, I think that is very important. So this is of course a facet of personalization as well. If you do not understand a customer, then you would never be able to devise a campaign for that particular customer. And I'm sure if you're sending 10,000 SMS a week, out of which if the conversion rate is around 3% or 4%, so the rest of the customers, please keep it aside. try it out with them for the next 2-3 months, and then think of, if you want to cater to that customer on a regular basis, or you just want to, put them in an active base and reach out to them once in a quarter by saving your money in a very meaningful way. Or maybe you might just send an email campaign to them, wherein because email gives us a space of communicating our thoughts in a very different creative way. So you can maybe create a very good content and send it to the customer to understand that what is the problem with a link for sure. Or maybe a social media campaign. If you're thinking that, okay, SMS, he is not reacting to the SMS, so maybe I'll check on different other channels, and I'll see if the customer is reacting to different channels or no. If the customer is mute for all the channels, then you know what to do. But if you think that the customer did not respond on SMS, but on email or maybe on WhatsApp or maybe a social media, he did, so you know which channel to reach out to him, right? So that is the way you should plan your activities. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Lipsa, so much. That also makes a lot of sense. And thank you for breaking down, these insights. And I'm pretty sure that people are taking notes. So I'm sure you want to answer this question also. So what are your thoughts on personalization at a group or a segment level and at an individual level as well? So which kind of personalization is used more, and why would you say that?
Okay, so frankly, I'll tell you, Swetha, this is, it depends. Again, individual personalization is something that we do, but we also do segment, which is your group level personalization. Again, it depends upon the kind of campaigns that we run. For example, if you are running a Onam campaign or maybe a Eid campaign, what we do is we cater to a different ethnicity, and we cater to a different region. So what we do is we serve out the entire list across India. Not necessarily Onam customers will only be in Kerala. So they'll be across India. So we kind of pick the surnames, we kind of pick the past shopping history, and then we send it out in a group level saying that, okay, these are our Onam customers or Kerala customers, Malayalam customers, and we are going to reach out to them through this campaign for Onam festival, right? Or maybe a Eid festival. We also do individual personalized campaigns, wherein I reach out to Swetha. I know Swetha loves to wear floral prints every summer, pertaining to the past history, shopping history during summer in 2020 or 2019. So I will send Swetha the next recommendation as floral prints and not denims or not black tea or not solid prints. So I'll send her floral prints for summer. So that is the level of individual personalization also we do and we should do. And if you ask me as a marketer, I would need both kind of personalization, because that would be beneficial for my business. I can't just swear by individual personalization and recommendations and make business or profit out of it, because at times as a marketer, we also need to understand group level personalization and reach out to the customers accordingly. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Thanks, Lipsa. And I like the floral message that you want to send me. So in what ways has personalized and data-driven marketing significantly benefited brands at Aditya Birla?
So I have been giving you examples on that already, Swetha. So yes, of course, so we have a lot of brands under Aditya Birla, and we are age-old brands, in fact, I would say. And personalization and data has given a next level of CRM input for all our brands. Now customers can get a flawless journey, I would say, both online and offline. So we have recommendations not only for online customers, which most of the e-commerce players are doing. We also have personalized recommendations for our offline customers. We have seen the kind of revenue and turnover journey for all our customers. And especially during pandemic, we created this entire personalized approach and recommendation approach. We have a very strong vendor working with us who understands the customer sentiments, customer behavioral approach, and accordingly, the intelligence of that particular platform gives us this input of understanding of the color sentiment, or maybe any particular variables. Like, we kind of create more than 200 variables for a customer, and according to the best befitting variable that we receive from this particular technology partner, we kind of reach out to a customer. So a customer, when we reach out to a customer, we actually know that the customer would buy because a lookalike customer like Lipsa or lookalike customer like Swetha bought the same thing, who actually had bought maybe product A last month. So that is the kind of technology we kind of try to achieve. And also we kind of I would say do a lot of data crunching in terms of what is the kind of value or frequency of a customer, and which store should the customer go, which store did he last transact, and what was the value of that particular transaction. Should we send him again back to that particular store or online? So that's the kind of difference also we do. And we also take the negative feedback, the detractors, in a very positive way, and kind of send them a survey, understanding what is it that kind of hampered their reputation with the brand, so etc, etc. So yeah, I would say that we do a lot of this recommendation activities for all our brands. And yeah, we have a lot to go ahead, and we have been waiting eagerly to see to go to the next level. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thanks, Lipsa. And I know you have been giving us plenty of advice throughout each and every answer of yours. But just to end things, what would your advice be to particularly, small and medium businesses who are just trying to grow online and are interested in using, data and personalization in their marketing to strengthen their customer base? And also, what would be some of the key areas that they need to focus on, and how can they make sure that their teams are, up to date on what's working and what's not working?
So this is not only for the Swetha, no, this is not only for a kind of a bigger brand or maybe a mid-sized brand. I think for everyone, they should just understand one thing, that your customers are well informed and they are self-educated. They know what they want. So just try to understand your customer, and yes, use personalization in a unique way. Just writing "Hi Lipsa" won't help you, because these days all brands have started writing "Hi Lipsa" in their SMS or in their email communication. What next can you offer Lipsa? "Hi Lipsa, we have a rohu fish for you." "Hi Lipsa, we have a woodland sandal for you." Or "Hi Lipsa, we have a dance with me MAC lipstick for you." So how do you kind of understand Lipsa as your customer, and how are you approaching Lipsa with your recommendation, which kind of befits her requirements and need and want? You need to also understand there's so many communication that reaches Lipsa every single day, via messages, via email, via social, via thanks to all Instagram, Facebook, for like literally kind of pumping up with all sort of messages, ads, etc, etc. So you need to understand that so many brands are reaching out to Lipsa. Why would Lipsa come to me? What is that unique thing that I am giving Lipsa that she would end up buying with me? Understand Lipsa's journey. Understand Lipsa's touch points, understand Lipsa's CTAs she has been doing so far, and then try to reach out to Lipsa. That is how you can, kind of make Lipsa your customer. Yeah.
Brilliant. So thank you so much, Lipsa. That was indeed a wonderful conversation, and we have quite some great questions coming in. So we can move on to the Q&A session now. So just to kick things off, someone has asked, do you think personalization would work in the long run, or is it more of a short-term strategy just to achieve that?
No, personalization is here to stay. Whoever has asked this question, to reply to that particular person, if you like cornetto, you will like cornetto all throughout your life. Or maybe if you like cornetto for 6 months and you start liking, I'm sorry, I don't even know ice cream names because I am a cornetto fan. Maybe a waffle after 6 months, then of course you would want a waffle SMS and not a cornetto SMS, right? Or maybe an email. So personalization is something that would satisfy your need and your want at the right time, right place. So I think personalization is here to stay. Yeah. And not only now, Swetha. I'll give you a very traditional example. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to a store with my dad and mom to buy dresses. When I was, I think, some 4 or 5 years, and whenever my dad used to reach in front of the store, he used to park his car. The store guy, he would say, अरे उनकी बेटी आई है, उसका साइज ये है, उनको येलो कलर का फ्रॉक पसंद है, पिंक कलर का फ्रॉक पसंद है, उनको नया नया माल दिखा दो. So they knew that, what dresses my dad, my parents want to pick for me. They knew from then. So personalization is nothing which is coming now. It has been there ever since. A kirana store, for example, if you call a kirana store once in 15 days, before you mentioning the kind of groceries you want, they would say, मैम आपने पोहा लिया था 15 दिन पहले, खत्म हो गया होगा, आप ले लो. मैम आपका ब्रेड खत्म हो गया होगा, आपका ब्राउन ब्रेड आ गया है, आप ले लो. मैम आपका unsweetened mango juice आ गया है, आप ले लो. So they also know that what I shop from them. So that is also in a way personalization, right? It's just that we are talking about digital personalization here, but personalization has been there ever since for any business. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Thanks, Lipsa. So we've gotten another question which says, any tips on achieving personalization at scale?
I didn't understand the question.
Oh, I think they're trying to ask us if you can achieve personalization at a larger level, or do you have to like select a smaller group? I think
no. You can. So that is how the technology platforms would help you, right? So if you try and get a proper technology platform for your brand, you can reach out to a great chunk of your customers. You don't have to reach out to 5, 10, 100 customers. You can reach out to 6 lakh customers at one go as well. It's just the technology partner that you select. And it is also about the kind of strategy you build with a technology partner, stating that this is what I want for my business. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Yeah, so then we have another question which says, I know you brought up some of the personalization examples, but if you have any, feel free to add it. So they have asked, what are some of the personalized marketing trends that you have used which have proven to be effective? So anything else apart from what you mentioned?
I'll tell you, the best is birthday and anniversary. Very cliche, very cliche, but helps a lot. I would feel very happy if any brand reach out to me just 7 days before my birthday, giving me a coupon code, random coupon code. Maybe I do not even shop from that brand anymore, but still I'll feel very happy about it because my birthday, that's a special day for everyone. Nobody hates their birthday, right? I guess so. So I think that is the most easiest trend to capture on to start with the personalization level. Or maybe purchase anniversary. For example, if you have a customer who are there with you for a year or maybe 2 years or 3 years, start kind of celebrating their milestones. Start giving them this happy smiles on that particular day or particular month, saying that, hey, this is the month for you because you just completed 1 year of your purchase anniversary with us. That also helps a lot. Yeah, these are the easiest trends to start with.
Wonderful. So there's another question regarding privacy. So won't customers worry about privacy concerns, and how can businesses overcome privacy concerns that come with the personalization through data?
So the personalization we are talking about as a retailer, will have everything that a customer has already shopped or behaved before. It is nothing to do with something that they haven't shared with us. So that is why the first point I mentioned was data enrichment, right? Under data enrichment, you know the fields that you want to capture and you ask the customer to give you those fields. And if the customer has given willingly, then there is no data privacy here. If you do not know, like for example, if you're a brand and you don't know, and Lipsa is not your customer, Lipsa is maybe a Y brand's customer, but you're getting all the data from Y brand and then reaching out to Lipsa, that is a data privacy. In that way, of course, you need to first take consent, and thanks to all the DLT approvals that is happening, I hope everyone is aware of the new TRI policy that is happening. For all the approvals and all the process that is happening without a customer consent, going forward, none of the brands can reach out to a customer who has not opted in for your particular messages. So I think data privacy ka sawal hi nahi hai isme.
Yeah, so and then we have another question which says, just a query. You said if your customer is a lapser and not responding for a couple of months for your SMS, do you think he or she will be interested in filling a survey for a gratification?
Again, very, very interesting question. We have failed. We have also won back a lot of customers. Usually lapses customers are very difficult to win back, but it is not impossible. That particular miss you message helps a lot. And why I said gratification, because any person, any customer, and if they have bought from you, not once, but more than once, they know your brand. They are loyalists of your brand for sure. So maybe a gratification can at least give them that reason to fill up that form, fill up that survey to understand. Maybe they won't start shopping with you right again, but you know what is the reason that the customer actually jumped off. That part would help. So, but yes, I absolutely agree with you that not necessarily, as I said, the responders are hardly 0.1 or 0.2 or 0.3. The responders are not quite heavy. That is where your entire technology platform would help on devising campaigns with recommendation. For example, if I am a customer with a certain brand and I had bought a yellow tea 1 year back, and if the brand comes back after 1 year and says, "Hi Lipsa, you had bought a yellow tea 1 year back, and we have some better yellow collections for you under apparel section." If I know about this particular thing already, about this brand already, and I have been a customer with this brand already, I would definitely click on that link and see what is there for me. Kuch acha hai kya? Kuch fresh hai kya? Kuch naya hai kya? Maybe I'll buy one, right? So that is the sentiment, customer sentiment, it works. And that is where the brand needs to nail and try to win back the customer. Yeah, Swetha.
Thanks, Lipsa. Then we have another question. Yeah, I'm not sure how I understand this, but let me just read it. So what personalization would you suggest for a grocery retailer startup that has data limited to customer contact numbers only? When a customer has the option to, order from many grocery players, what would you suggest? If they have only the
if you have mobile numbers, you will just reach out to them via SMS. You can also check if they're on the social media, then you can have social media custom audience campaigns as well. If you have WhatsApp, you can also reach out to them through WhatsApp. For a startup retailer, grocery retailer, I think you'll have, if you have a handful of phone numbers, then you can of course reach out to them via WhatsApp through your store managers. That is something that is very easily, kind of approachable. And yes, so you can always have, so it is not about mobile numbers. By the way, we need to have the mobile numbers. Usually a person would check because hamesha phone haath pe rehta hai. So you can easily check the messages, SMS or maybe WhatsApp, rather than going to your Gmail account or your mail account and checking for emails, right? So if you have the phone numbers, then you have the diamond already. So you just have to understand the pattern of shopping. What did they buy last month, the month before, maybe 3 months of data, and then try and understand, okay, maybe this is the right time. Every month 6th he comes, or every month between 1st to 10th he comes. So for him, payday is something that would make a lot of sense. Why don't I reach out to him through a payday communication? That, yeah, okay, 1st to 6th is payday, and this is what we have, this is the offers which is running, and you can come and shop from us. So I think, yeah, so that is how you can do. A lot of ideas I can just think about now. You can reach out to me, you can DM me on LinkedIn maybe.
Wonderful. And this would be our last question. So how do you think personalization will work in the education sector when the customer buyer journey is very long, for example, 7 to 8 months?
I think education sector, I don't know how do we do personalization in education sector. Like, for example, if I have taken a digital marketing course, you might reach out to lookalike customers like me, maybe who are into marketing, who are into retail, who are working on digital platforms, analytics, etc., etc. You can check the keywords and do a lookalike campaign. But you can't reach out to me again after my course is done, or maybe you can do a follow-up course with me. That is something that all the education sectors they do. Certification khatam hua ki nahi, they will give you with a lot of other certification options as well. That is something that you can do, but that is not personalization, that is upselling, right? But personalization is something wherein you need to understand the customer behavior and then accordingly recommend something. But I think cross-sell is also upsell is also a part of personalization. And second is you can always have the lookalike audiences. Yeah.
Thanks, Lipsa. So that was a wonderful question and answer session. Thank you so much for answering all our questions and participating on this webinar with us. And a big thank you to everyone who has joined us. Lipsa, do you have any last thoughts or last words that you'd like to say?
No, thank you. It's a very interesting session. And in fact, I'm very happy that I got some really meaningful questions to this webinar, which helped me to, I hope I have cleared all the doubts, and I hope I have answered all your questions, Swetha, properly. And if anyone wants to reach out to me to understand anything on personalization, please DM me. I can if time permits, of course, I'll help you out with some plans.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Lipsa. And thanks again, everyone, for joining. If at all you missed any part of our discussion with Lipsa, we will have a recording of this webinar shared to our LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter pages. So definitely do check that out. And we hope to see you on our future webinars. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.